Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurri, Naili, Saffiya, BINTI, Mokhtar. So, I will present for the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, sample variance, curtacies, skewness, range, mid-range, interquartile, and coefficient variance. So, let's start. So, as you guys can see, this is our data that we got from www.data.gov.my website. And this is how much the cases of the causes of fire that happened in our country from 2015 until 2020. As you can see, they are caused by electric, snipe, sparks, firecrackers, mosquito, gas and oil, spontaneous reactions, accidentally burn, intentionally burn, chemical reaction, fire match, unknown, and others. Okay. So, for table mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, curtacies, skewness, range, minimum and maximum. How I got these values? Simple. I used the data analysis and then choose descriptive statistics from analysis tools, and then the results will be turned out like this table. It shows the mean for median, mode, sample variance, standard deviation, curtacies, skewness, range from 2015 until 2020. Alright, so the highest value for the mean is from 2019, which is this 3901.538462. And the lowest value is in 2070, which is 2258.153846. Okay. For standard deviation, here you can see the values for standard deviation and the median. For curtacies, okay, skewness. Next, for CS, which is skewness. Okay, let's start with skewness. The values for the data from 2015 until 2020, they are all positive, which means it is for it is for right skewed data, and since it is higher than 1, it suggests high degree of skewness. And then for CK, which is curtacies, the values for the data from 2015 until 2020, they are more than 3, which it indicates that the data is somewhat, somewhat peak with less dispersion, which means it is high or maybe a narrow. Okay. So, as for the mid-range, to get the value, I have to calculate by select the maximum value and then plus with minimum value, and then divide by 2. As you can see here, I will get the value by plus 8 and divide by 2. Alright. So, for this interquartile, let's see for interquartile. First of all, I have to find the value for quartile 3 and quartile 1. Simple, just use the formula, which is quartile.inc, and then select the data from this, and then put the number 3 so that it shows whether it is quartile 3 or quartile 1. And then to get the interquartile, you just select the quartile 3 value and minus with quartile 1 value. Then you get this answer. Simple. Alright. So next, for coefficient variance. Okay, for coefficient variance, to get the value, the standard deviation must divide by the mean. And the data, as you can see, was ascending from 2015 until 2020. And in this bar chart, the highest value, as you can see, is in 2020 and the lowest is from 2015. Alright, so that's it from me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Next, I will present and show you how to find the Z-score, which is standardized value, and covariance and correlation value. Okay, first of all, my name is Nurri FATIHAH binti HANAFI. So, I will start with the standardized value of Z-score. Okay, to find the Z-score, we must use the formula to get the perfect value. Okay, firstly, click the formula. Okay. As you can see, it will appear like this. Just click, right, and then just follow the formula as given, which is you must enter the X value first, which is the first cause of fire in 2015. Okay, and then comma. Then you just enter the next value, which is mean in 2015, comma, and then put the standard deviation value. Just enter, and you can simply drag it to the bottom. Okay, so I have got the Z-score value for 2015, and I have repeat the same calculation and use the same formula for the next 5 years, which is 2016, 17, 18, 19, and 2020. Okay, now I will explain one of the causes of the fire that I have picked from the data to show the standardized value in graph from the year 2015 to 2020. Okay, as you can see, the highest value of the spark was in 2015, which is negative 0.34895, while the lowest value is in 2020, which is negative 0.29867. Okay, so we can say that from the graph, the value of the Z-score of sparks was perfectly dropped from the year 2015 to 2020. Okay, because maybe people are getting aware that the sparks are very dangerous for everyone who lives in the nearby houses. Okay, for the covariance calculation, I have also used the formula to find the value. Okay, firstly, you have to list down all the data from the first 2 years. Okay, which is data cause of fire in 2015 and 2016. We have used every 2 years data to complete the calculation. Okay, as you can see, I have listed down all the data for the year 2015 and 2016. Okay, to find the X value, fix this number of electric in the first year of 2015 and then minus with mean value in 2015. Okay, remember to put the dollar sign and then enter. Okay, when you got the first value of X of 2015, just drag it to the bottom. Okay, to find the Y value, repeat the same step as X, which take the first number of year 2016 and then minus with mean in 2016. Okay, when you got the first value of Y, and drag it to down. Okay, to find the XY value, just click the X value and then multiple Y value and then enter. Okay, for XY, you don't have to put the dollar sign between these two values. Okay, and then drag it down. And then sum. You have to sum all the data here. And then I put the count number as 13. Okay, to find the covariance value, just click the sum value and then divide it with count number and minus with 1. Enter. Okay, as you can see, I have got the covariance value, and then I have calculate for 2017 and 2018. Also, I have got the value of covariance for the 2019 and 2020. Okay, for correlation, and to find the correlation value, just click the covariance value and then divided with standard deviation of 2015 and then multiple with a standard deviation of 2016 and enter. Okay, as you can see, I have got the correlation value for 2015-2016. Okay, as you can see from the graph, the highest of covariance value is in 2019 to 2020. Meanwhile, in 2015 to 2016, the value was 8911.0885.06 and slightly dropped to 2017 to 2018, which the value was 5818.2315.49. Okay, for correlation, we can say that the pattern was perfectly increased. In 2015 to 2016, the correlation value was 0.9987 and increased to 0.9997 in 2017 to 2018. And lastly, the highest correlation was in 2019 to 2020, which is 0.9999. Okay, that's all from me. Thanks for watching.
Okay, now we're gonna look at this bar chart of cost of fire. What we can conclude is from 2015 to 2020, the highest one is accidentally burnt or good intent. As we can see in 2020, there are 1,519 cases because of this. Maybe it happened because of welding and burning operations. Meanwhile, the lowest one is chemical reaction. In 2020, there are only 5 cases because of this. The flame can be made to burn at a higher temperature by adjusting the reaction. For example, using pure oxygen instead of air. During a mix of oxygen and acetylene, oxyacetylene will produce a flame that burns of over 300 Celsius and can be used to cut, mat and weld metals. Next, I will show you how I got the frequency bar. Here are the frequency bar. Okay, this is the original data of electric. First, I found the value and the max and min value here. Okay, how I found the max and min value? Okay, first you click the equal and type max, and then double click, highlight the whole data, and then enter. For min also, click the equal and type min, double click, and then you highlight whole of the original data and enter. Now you got the max and min value of this data. Okay, next you must find the scale of bin that suitable to put in the frequency bar. Okay, I choose 500 to 2500. Okay, how I get the bin and frequency? First, go to data and click data analysis. If you not have data analysis here, you go to file and go to option and add in, choose analysis to back, go and click OK here. Okay, data analysis. You choose the histogram. Okay, the input range, you highlight the whole data, and then the bin range is here. Okay, output range is you choose where you want the data appear. Okay, I choose here, and then you click OK. This is the range. Okay, this same as this. Okay, then how I got the frequency bar? You go to insert, and you can choose what the type of chart do you want, of bar chart do you want. Okay, other data of cost of fire, I make this 9 sparks and other scale. these are the frequency bar of others also. Okay. Next, I will show you how I got the rank. Here are the rank. Okay. We go to the original data first, and then data analysis. We choose rank and percentage. Okay. Input range, you highlight the whole original data here. And group by, you choose rows. And output range, I want the table that is here. Okay. Then the result you can see the same as this. Okay, the range is from the highest and to the lowest. The percentage and point here. This is for electric and others data. Also post night, sparks, firecrackers. Okay. That's all for the rank. Pivot table we use to sort our data in order for us to become easy to analyze our data. For example, we collect data about causes of fire, how the fire happened in 2015 to 2020. And as you can see, in 2020 there is less than some of 2019. One of the reason maybe there are less activity that can cause fire in 2020. Camera dash, same as you screenshot the data. Okay, first you go to pivot table and then highlight whole of the data and looking for the camera. Click camera and then you click where you want the image appear. Okay, the result is here. Okay, as you can see, the image is same as I got the result before. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For this video, I will present about how to make a data bar, icon scales, icon set, sparkline, and bar in this Excel. For the first one, you just highlight all the data like this, and then go to home, go to conditional formatting, go to data bars, and you can see this data bars, color scale, and icon sets. So the first one, you choose any types of the data bars you want to make it. Second, if you want to make the data more interesting, you can choose any types of color scales in this. For example, green color scale, red color scale, green color scale, and so on. For the third, icon set. For this icon set, you want to show the movement of the data bars. For the example, you can choose this type of arrow, and then for this one, if you want to choose this one, you should read carefully. Then you can see this quick analysis. If you want to edit this data bar, you can choose the formatting, chart, totals, tables, and sparkline. Okay, for the totals, if you want to sum starting of the year 2015 until 2020, you can sum the data, average, count, percentage of total, running, and sum of the causes of fire. For the sparkline, the first step, you choose any column in the cell and then go to insert. You can see this sparkline. If you want to make the line, you can choose the line, and if you want to make the column, you can click the column. Click the line and then highlight the data, click the data range, and then click the location range, and then click OK. You can drag to the right. Okay. For the column, just same process. Click the cell, go to insert and then click column, highlight the data, and then click data range, click location range, and then click OK. Okay, and drag this one. Okay, I think that's all for this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AHMAD AZREEZAL Daniel bin AHMAD AZMAN. In this video, I will present about the cases of causes of fire that happen in Malaysia. So in this tableau, I will give the 3 types of the causes of fire, which is the first one is accidentally burn, which is good intent, firecrackers or fireworks, and then gas and oil stove. Before we begin, I will tell about the meaning of accidentally burn, which is a burn occurs when heat, chemicals, sunlight, electricity or radiation damage skin tissues. However, these cases was happened in Malaysia, which is located at Alustar. Man hacked burned to death. Fireman responding to an emergency call stumbled upon the burning body of a man with evidence of him being hacked on his hands and face at Jalan Simpang Kuala. As you can see in this graph, starting from 2015, accidentally burned cases were 4,811, but in 2016 there was a decrease in cases to 4,710 cases only. In 2017, accidentally burned cases was decreased drastically to 1,484, but there was an increase in cases 2018, making the number of cases is 1,818. Cases increased in 2019 recorded a total of 2,296 cases. In 2020, there was a decrease in cases to 1,519. So, the second graph is firecrackers, which is fireworks. Firecrackers or fireworks. The meaning of firecrackers or fireworks is that makes a loud noise when it explodes. These cases was happened to in Malaysia, which is located in Kuala Lumpur. 3 workers were injured while cleaning a firecrackers and fireworks disposal site at the case item store of Sentul District Police Headquarters. Based on this graph, from 2015, the number of fire cases involving fireworks was 52 cases. In 2016, the cases decreased to 42 cases. In 2017, the number of cases decreased to 18 cases recorded. However, in 2018, the number of cases increased again. The number of cases increased to 33 cases, but decreased again in 2019 to 24 cases. Cases continue to decline in 2020 and only 7 cases was recorded. The last graph is about gas and oil stove. The meaning of gas and oil stove is a heating device that burns oil, which is typically either paraffin or fuel oil. These types of causes of fire was happened in Malaysia at Kuala Lumpur. The back of a building under construction near Jalan Tasik Permaisuri, Bandar Tun Razak near here was damaged in a fire after several welding gas cylinders placed there was exploded. Starting to 2015, cases of gas and oil stove were 752, but in 2016 there was a decrease in cases, which is 528 cases. In 2017, gas and oil stove cases again decreased, which is 519. Move to the 2018, there was a decrease drastically, which is 398. Cases was increased when in the year of 2019, which is 414, and the last year, which is 2020, was decreased in cases of gas and oil stove. The number of recorded is 342. I think that's all for this video, and I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.